Ladies and gentlemen, it's your sweet Zionist Prince, Tal the Traveling Clack, coming to you live from the land of Israel, the land that was promised to me 3,000 years ago. If you also believe this land was promised to you 3,000 years ago, just like all the comments said, go to thetravelingclad.com, get yourself some merch, and represent being a sweet Zionist prince or princess. We got women's merch too. We got the pro-Palestine meme show, as you guys love. It's like PewDiePie's show, but more political. I always say that. Let's get right into it. We've got some memes, we've got some clips, we've got some news, and we've got some hilarious pictures of Tucker Carlson. So definitely stay tuned for that. My team sent me over some pictures of Tucker Carlson. I was fucking cracking up. Okay, take a look at this. This is a clip from the UK on TikTok. Section 9, we're going to arrest you for liking pictures. All right, let's check it out.
Section 19 refers to spreading what we say like racial hatred. So you've posted something online that we believe is spreading racial hatred.
Twitter, Facebook, what?
I can't explain too much. It's just to give you the context beforehand.
It'll be put to you in an interview.
Because I appreciate you've never been arrested before, have you?
Yeah, once or twice.
Once or twice. Apologies.
Frequent flyer.
Apologies, I didn't think you were. How it works now is then, obviously, if you've got stuff you'd like to gather, obviously I'm more than willing to talk through what you're able to take with you.
What, you're taking me away now?
Yes, so you're under arrest, so you're going to Harrogate, unfortunately.
You're taking me to Harrogate in the middle of the night over a tweet?
I am, unfortunately.
Is this what you signed up the police to do?
This is my role. I'm trying to be reasonable with you here.
So
if there's stuff you'd like to gather, I'm
ridiculous.
to allow you to gather some sort of stuff like medication, if you've got any numbers you need.
You do understand that I'm going to make a maximum fuss about this free speech union.
Yeah, absolutely.
You guys just doing your jobs, obviously, but your head bosses have just opened up a world of shit.
Trust
really
me,
have.
if I didn't have to be here, I wouldn't have been. But I'm happy to give you.
I'm quite certain
any
you two have got
sort
like 50 better things to do.
Yeah, you know, I don't. Are these clips? Oh, no, this is 1 day ago. Oh my god, this is 1 day ago. 1 day ago. I like the top comment. I like the top comment a lot. We all owe Israel an apology. Bro, I don't know what to eat. I'm at a loss for words, and I was hoping that this clip was old and out of context. But it's not. It's new, and it's part of a wave of videos just like this. I keep getting videos from my team about people getting arrested in the UK for tweets. And not for threatening somebody. I think he said fuck Hamas, or he liked a tweet that said fuck Hamas. What happens if I fly to the UK? Do I get arrested on site? My British viewers, can you please let me know in the comments? I'm curious. Generally, am I even allowed to come to the UK considering all the stuff I've talked about and covered on this channel? Am I even allowed to fly there? It would suck if I'm never allowed to go back. All right, next clip. Canary Mission. Katie Halper. Let's take a look.
When you're talking to Zionists, when you're advocating for Palestine, and you're talking about the crimes of Israel, and someone says but Hamas, or asks you to condemn Hamas, recognize that this is a distraction tactic. They're trying to move your focus off of the imperial power, putting it onto the crimes, the so-called crimes of an indigenous band of resistance fighters. But then Yahya Sinwar died, and that video released of his death. I gave a biography of his life. I'm no expert. I relied on, for his biography, the actual media reports that came out kind of trying to smear him. And I was like, this looks like a sympathetic guy.
You couldn't have scripted a more David Goliath, where Sinwar is the good underdog who rises up knowing he's going to be killed and fights with inferior weapons till the last minute.
You know, when you're talking to Zionists, when you're advocating.
Okay. Let me just break something down about Yahya Sinwar. Not Yahya Sinwar. The butcher of Khan Yunis, who killed more Palestinians than any other Palestinian in the history of Palestine. If you think your legacy, hiding in a hijab and a niqab, running around underground like a rat with your giant rat ears from tunnel to tunnel, surrounding yourselves with live human hostages and sometimes dead human hostages, and then ending up in a chair to get blown up by a drone and waving a stick is heroic, you, read my lips very carefully right now, you are retarded. There's something wrong with you. You are a dumb bitch. There's no other way around it. I can try to be sympathetic to try to find heroism in even the most mundane things in the world, but I find more heroism by a cricket being eaten by a praying mantis than Keffiyeh Sinwar throwing a stick at a drone after a year and a half of hiding underground like a rat. There's nothing heroic about that. Everything about that is lame. He died lame. He lived lame. He did lame. Everything about him was a failure. He didn't accomplish anything for Palestine or for his people. He got thousands of his people killed, and he killed thousands of his people for seemingly no reason. Nothing about him was heroic. But we'll leave it for the dumb white lesbian in the West to find heroism in Keffiyeh Sinwar, a man who would have murdered her instantly. Okay, next clip. Dr. Eli David, a Palestinian, messes with an IDF female soldier. Oh, I know this clip. I love this clip. That's what I mean. That's how you do. If you're gonna walk around like a fucking asshole, and you're gonna start calling women, you know what he said? If you guys don't know in Arabic, he said sharmuta. He called her a whore. You deserve to be. You deserve. I said this in the last video of the Greta Thunberg. You deserve to be manhandled a little bit. You know. He said kus ochtak, like fuck your sister, or your sister's private part. I can't say the word anymore. I'm not allowed to. Beautiful. Shiran, good job. I don't know if her name is Shiran, but she looks like a Shiran. Love you, Shiran. Good job. You're a queen.
Hey,
oh boy. I don't even know what I just opened up. I'm just queuing up the next clip. Okay, this one's just titled another Muslim mayor. Okay, let's say it says Black Zorhan Mamdani.
Hey, it's me, Black Zoran Mamdani. That's what you guys keep calling me on the internet. I prefer if you call me by my actual name. But you all keep complaining about our camera quality. How's this for a change? I'm Musab Ali, an immigrant child raised right here in Jersey City. Former Board of Education president, cancer survivor, and Harvard law grad. But I didn't leave. I came here to serve. I've never taken a dime from vendors, and I never will. The system isn't broken. It's just working for someone else. Donors call the shots, developers make profit, services get cut, and the rest of us pay the price. My opponents take the checks. Their donors take the contracts. Backed by the same Trenton power brokers and billionaires. Backed by the same Hudson County machine that's failed Jersey City for decades. I've been through real fights. I earn trust by showing up, not selling out. I'm not for sale. I fight for you. Here's the plan. Ban vendor money from city officials. Create an online portal that anyone can access. Audit big city deals and publish contractor results so you know who's really delivering. When government's open, the results are real. Lower costs, fairer contracts, and better neighborhoods. My opponents claim to be offering a fresh perspective. But when they're backed by the same special interests that got us here, that's not reform. That's a rerun. Open the doors. Open the books. Open government. I'm Musab Ali. I won't take vendor money, and I'll make City Hall work for every Jersey City family.
America, listen, you have to reckon with what politicians and the previous administration did that was wrong. It's not your fault, but it was wrong. What was done and what was done to your country. You have to reckon with it. Unfortunately, wrong was done to you, but you are the one. You're going to be the one who has to deal with it. You're going to be the one who has to deal with it. This is look, I don't know the guy. I don't know what his stances are on Islam, and yeah, he has an Arabic sounding name. He's obviously not an Arab. I'm assuming he's Somali. But it's scary. I'm not going to say it's not scary. The reality is, it's probably not what you want in America. Not because he's black, God forbid. Not because he's Muslim. Because if he has a tendency to support jihad, which unfortunately many Muslims in the West have shown us that they do, we have a problem on our hands. Okay, we really do. We got a funny meme now to lighten things up a little bit. And I really say it again, America. You need to step up to the plate and decide what the hell you're going to do with this. Because this is going to become a problem soon. Royal Guard isn't supposed to laugh. The actual guy managed to break through and get one... Okay, let's see what this is.
I know him. He was never talkative. I remember in school. He used to sit by himself and read books. I was just this guy fooling around and having fun. He was just reading. You were asking questions, you answer with his head. Yeah, no, What's your name? No. What? That's not a name. Shake of a head is not a name. Please say your name. And by recess, you're just this guy just hanging out. His mother always picked him up from school. He's that type of guy until he was 20. His mother picked him up from school.
Nothing worse than a bunch of Hasidic guys from New York City rolling up on your ass. I can promise you, doesn't matter what the context is, you're not going to be able to keep a straight face. If you got a bunch of Hasidic people coming with that kind of vibe at you in any context in your life, you are not going to be able to keep a straight face. No guard is strong enough. No guard is strong enough. Next, gosh darn meme. Everywhere you go with this flag, you see chaos, terrorism, violence. I wonder why. Let's take a look. Oh, great. Great. That's good stuff. Yes. That's good stuff right there. Let's bring more of this to America. Bring this more into the UK. Bring this more to America. It's a good idea. But how do you talk without a brain? Free Palestine. Oh my God. Tell me real quick, how many Zionist protests have been turned into hitting random cars, like totaling random cars or destroying? I'm just curious. Like, I'm not saying it didn't happen. Yeah, I'm not saying it didn't happen. But like, could you tell me, especially in the Western world, like how many pro-Israel protests have turned into like ruining, vandalizing property of other people who are not involved? Could anybody update me on that figure? Does anybody know? Also, in general, not to pin too much right versus left, but could you tell me, like, in Israel, even it's really only the protests that are on the left or like anti-government protests are the ones who burn down things. Like in America, it's a similar. How much like protests on the right are causing immense damage like they do on the left? I'm just curious. I'm curious about the figures. I'm not stating anything right now. I'm just genuinely curious. Could you tell me? I have a feeling that the Zionist protests, they don't cause much damage to public property. All right, I don't even know what the hell this is. I don't want to read the description. She's wearing a keffiyeh. Let's see.
Guys, I shit you not. My dad has Zionist friends, right? And this is what I'm wearing. This is what I'm wearing. If I can't really prop you up. Maybe I can. He said, if you have any consideration for me, this is at my parents' house, mind you, you'll take off the scarf. And I said, no, you can't tell an almost 30-year-old woman what to wear. He's like, yes, I can. This is my house. And if you have any consideration for me or my friend, I want to maintain this friendship. I said, that's not on my actions. And then my mom hits me with I see both sides. I see both sides. And I said, well, that's not cool because that's neutral. And she goes, don't tell me what to think. All because I'm wearing a fucking keffiyeh. A subtle form of resistance and solidarity. And this is what I met with white family in the suburbs growing up in a majorly Zionist community. Fuck it. Fuck it, we ball. Free Palestine.
Deborah. Gretchen. Sorry. It's Gretchen. Gretchen. That's my shit. That Keffiyeh is not Palestinian. It's from Mesopotamia. Keffiyeh comes from the city Kufa in Iraq. It has nothing to do with Palestine. They stole it from Iraqi people like me. That's not theirs. You are culturally appropriating someone else's culture. You are not cool. You are not a freedom fighter. You are not standing up for Palestine. And by the way, if you're not a big fan of being told what you can or can't wear at the age of 30 by your father, I don't know if you should be standing up for Palestinian culture, because that's a big part of their culture, is telling women your age what they can and can't wear, especially if you're somebody's daughter. You are not leaving the house wearing whatever you want, especially not that cleavage, my love. Absolutely not. Not in Palestine. Try another country. Maybe Lebanon. They'll get away with it. Next goddamn meme. May God bless the female IDF soldiers. True lioness. Let's check it out. This is kind of like a cringe clip. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I appreciate them, obviously, but it's just like kind of a bit of a cringy clip. You know, they're not all hits. They're not all hits, ladies and gentlemen, all right? Sometimes they're not all hits. But I promised you guys some funny pictures of Tucker Carlson. My team sent me something that actually just fucking took me out last night. I was sitting on the couch, finishing a day of filming, and I kept this in my WhatsApp group with my team. Check this out. This shit is just something else. Bro. What the fuck, man? I swear to God, I just got this thing called the Stream Deck. I'm going to hook it up so I can press buttons and make sounds. You guys got to tell me what sound we need to play, but this picture is going to come up often. He looks like a fish. Here, he looks like a fish. He looks like some sort of fish. And not like a good fish, like not like a salmon or a tuna. He looks like some sort of deep sea predator, like a deep sea animal. Oh my God. And then you have Abdullah. Marhaba Abdullah. Marhaba Abdullah. Okay, and then we got another, it doesn't end there. We got another gift from Chucker Carlson. Look at that. He's going, Assalamu alaikum alhamdulillah. Ismi Tukar Kuril Tarson. Katarlson. Ismi Tucker Carlson. Ismi Tukar Ahmed Katarlson. Very, very good, Tucker. Very good job. I'm very proud of you, Mr. Tuck. The Chub and Tuck. Very proud of the Chub and Tuck. All right. Let's see. We got more memes to look at. Just a few more here. Come on. Let's take a look. It's the meme show. It's your favorite show. Come on. Let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. This is tweeted out by real Donald Trump. Makes me feel like it's not the real Donald Trump. Is it? Let's take a look.
Look, guys, there's no way to sugarcoat it. Nobody likes Democrats anymore. We have no voters left because of all of our woke trans bullshit. Not even black people want to vote for us anymore. Even Latinos hate us. So we need new voters. And if we give all these illegal aliens free health care, we might be able to get them on our side so they can vote for us. They can't even speak English, so they won't realize we're just a bunch of woke pieces of shit, you know, at least for a while until they learn English and they realize they hate us too. Look, guys.
There's no way that was tweeted. Was that tweeted by the real? Oh my God, that's the real Donald Trump. That's some unhinged shit. Him tweeting out an AI video of Chuck Schumer. That's crazy. What? By the way, Twitter is trending the Palestinians. What does the Palestinians mean? Why is this trending? Palestinians must reject the threat of this team. Oh, God bless Palestine, ladies and gentlemen. Really, God bless it. If we didn't have it, we would be so bored. You know, I have a thing with Chuck Schumer. I'm curious, why the hell did pro-Israel people... I guess it's because of... I blame the sort of like liberal American Jewish organizations that they thought that associating with Chuck Schumer with his pro-Israel stance in any way would have helped us. I think it's such a mistake that Chuck Schumer was ever involved in Israel advocacy in any meaningful way. People like Chuck Schumer give Israel a terrible rep. It really just horrible. We should have never associated with Chuck Schumer in any way whatsoever. This guy's an absolute buffoon. He really is he's very dumb. And just because he's Jewish and pro-Israel does not mean we should have ever associated with him. I don't even know if you could really call him pro-Israel because I'm pretty sure he's repeated like the whole genocide shit, which is fucking crazy as an Ashkenazi. The one thing I never understand is how Ashkenazi Jews, some, not all, obviously, like Ashkenazi Jews in America, my mom has been talking about this a lot recently. Like, how the hell is there such a high percentage of Ashkenazi Jews in America who keep repeating the genocide shit? Like, Mizrahis didn't go through an actual genocide. Like, I call it a genocide facetiously. It was more of an ethnic cleansing, but it wasn't really a genocide. But I'll call it a genocide facetiously now because genocide doesn't mean anything anymore. But, like, Ashkenazi Jews and their descendants in America, like the most liberal ones, their grandparents, like 1 or 2 generations ago, went through an actual fucking genocide. They know better than anyone. I'll never understand how people like Chuck Schumer can take that side. It's so weird. It's such a strange thing. And again, I'm not trying to generalize here or offend you guys, but I know some of you are going to get offended no matter what I do or say, and I'm sorry in advance. I'm just trying to make you a little stronger, baby. That's all.
I don't see this
Next meme, trigonometry.
As a conservative versus not conservative issue. This to me is, it's like it's a mind virus, this stuff. It really is.
I think you're right. It's not necessarily political. I don't know whether an army should reflect society.
I don't give a shit if it reflects society. I don't care. I want the army to be good at doing its job. Why does every institution have to be a tool of...
What am I doing on this show?
Social engineering, effectively, right?
What is my purpose here? Does anybody know? What have I to offer? What's inside my head? Should I be listening to what that other bloke just said? What should I say? I'm at a loss. If I start talking now, will Constantine be cross? Or having to read the news or studied any books? Constantine's the brains of this, so I must be the looks. I know that there will come a day when I will come up with a clever thing to say, and when I say it, everyone will know what I am doing on this show.
Sorry, Francis. I just to follow up on that. We, as far as I mean, I didn't know you had this here. I don't know if we have in the UK. We did have some kind of
Oh man, we did Francis dirty on that one. I like Francis. I've never heard him say it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's done some stupid shit, but I don't know. I've never heard him say anything bad. He's Lebanese, so he adds a lot of value. I appreciate Francis. They did my boy Francis dirty on this one. Let's see what this is. This is a perfect example of taking something lots of people have observed and making it 100 times funnier. His mother is from Venezuela, by the way, in case you didn't know. Constantine's the brains of this, so I must be the looks. Very good. Oh man, we shouldn't do my guy Francis dirty like that. I like Francis. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. I know it's just a meme, but that's I like Francis. He's great. He does have tidbits. If you listen to the full trigonometry episodes, I haven't listened to like all of them all the way through, but he does have his little nugget every once in a while. Listen, you can't compare to Constantine. He is the brains of the show, let's say. He's the shark. I'm sure Francis knows his place in the show as well. But he does add a little bit of thing. I don't like doing Francis dirty like that. He's a good guy. Team Francis, ladies and gentlemen. Team Francis. Ladies and gentlemen, if you believe that the land of Israel was promised to you 3,000 years ago, right now, go to thetravelingcloud.com in the description and buy yourself some merchandise. And I will see you in the next one. I love you guys. Long time. Goodbye, Clats.
Has this ever happened to you?
Hey, are you a Zionist?
What is this hesitation? You think Judah the Maccabee was hesitating when he's fighting for Israel? Here, take this. Do you think Queen Esther hesitated before stopping Haman from ending the Jews of Persia? Well, hey Habibi, you think Herzl thought he was a white colonizer as he Zionized the Jews of Europa? Listen, kid, I don't care if you're a Muslim, a Jew, or a Christian. You're a Zionist, right?
Yeah.
Well, a good Zionist goes to thetravelingclad.com and buys some provocative merchandise.
They do?
Absolutely, a pinch of I have some incredible designs for you, Yeled. They say everything promised to you 3,000 years ago. Here, take a shirt with a matching hat. For you, good price. They say they kick you from 109 countries. Here, join the 109 club. Take shirt and matching hat. For you, good price. Habibi, you want to Zionize? Here, take shirt, matching hat. You like Kuba Selek shel Safta? Here, take shirt, matching hat. Take sticker, take hoodie. Take, good price, take, good price, take, good price, take, good price, take. Yossi, achi, he understand you, stop! A good Zionist goes to thetravelingclad.com and buys merch. Yalla, Habibi, for you, good price. If you don't want to buy any merchandise, the best way to support me is by donating on Buy Me a Coffee, my PayPal, or becoming a member on my Patreon. Your support is very much needed and very much appreciated. Thank you.